Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and countrymen, man, you guys are tuned into Trailblazerz Radio, man. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in with us. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you guys are right here with us. Most definitely appreciate that. Thank you guys for the love and support that you guys have been giving us over our various social media channels on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, also on our Instagram page, and also coming soon, our Patreon page. So I want you guys to continue to follow us and like us on those pages. And we most definitely want to just love on you guys and just say thank you so very much for just supporting us in all our content and just listening to us, whether it's here live on Facebook or on YouTube, or whether it's the audio version of this podcast, as more as many more on Spotify, on Apple iTunes, on Google Podcasts, on Breaker FM, on so many other spaces where you can all listen to your podcast. So I want to thank you guys for just being supportive of us, and most definitely appreciate that. But enough of that. Let's just get into the topic of conversation, or should I say the person of conversation that's here with me, man. I got another Page the Label artist that's here with me, man. A good brother, man. We chopped it up earlier before we came on here tonight, and yeah, we was having a good conversation, and I forgot to press record. So yeah, I forgot to do that. So I apologize. Oh, the last thing I want to say before we had this conversation, man, this particular episode is sponsored by Uppity Negro Apparel. Man, make sure my girl Bobby.
I love it.
Bobby, she got some great. She got hoodies, she got t-shirts, she got masks, she got. For the ladies, she got eyelashes. So man, y'all go check that out, man. She got some great stuff, man. So it's Uppity Negro store. Go check it out, y'all. She got some great apparel for you guys to check out, man. And hey, I love that girl to life. Also want to make sure I recognize my other three hosts, Quint Jones, Coco Fenton, and Terrence Jackson. They do such a great job on My Life Has Destiny podcast. They be rocking it out and doing what they got to do, and I cannot thank all of them enough for being supportive of me and the mission and vision that I have for this platform. So we're gonna keep giving y'all great content, and we're gonna keep pushing for y'all, man. So, but yeah, this dude right here don't need no introduction, y'all, man. Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is that we were talking earlier before I hit record. And I forgot to hit record. Having a great conversation. So, without any further ado, man, I'm just gonna introduce y'all to this guy, man. Real cool guy, man. Page the Label artist out of Massachusetts, man. Mr. TuneLeef Da Rambler.
TuneLeef.
That's it, man. What's going on, man? I know we were talking earlier, man. Just talking about anime, talking about video games, talking about all kinds of stuff, man. And
just chopping it up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. When we were talking, when we were talking doing our doing an interview with everybody else on Page the Label. I know you said that you started off in church, and I know I asked you, was you a PK? Yeah. You said
nah. I'm a deacon. I'm a DK. I'm a DK. I'm not a Donkey Kong, but I'm a deacon's kid.
Same thing though.
I mean, technically you could say I'm a pastor's kid because my best friend was the pastor's son, so I was always over there. I consider him like my dad too. But now I'm a deacon's kid.
It's the same distinction I look at it.
I guess
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, because my dad was always over there anyway. So yeah, technically.
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you said now you're a deacon's kid now. Did your music thing start off in a church choir or what?
I mean, I sang in the choir, yeah. And that's pretty much what everybody expected me to do my whole life because my dad, he's actually the praise and worship director. So he's the one that runs everything as far as like the singing for the church. So they just expected me to do the exact same thing as him, And I'm like, yeah, nah, that's not my style. Like I can sing, but I was really into poetry and rapping. So I went that way with it.
Chose not to go that route, didn't you?
Which is crazy because originally I was gonna go that route, but right when I was gonna go that route, Drake came out. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't want everybody to be like, oh, he hopped on Drake's wave. he trying to be like Drake. It's like, nah, bro, I was singing in church way before this. But you know, I was like, so I do sing, but I do more like hooks for myself.
Right.
I sang on a couple other people's songs and stuff like that, but I never really got into it deep like that. It's more of like an emotional thing for me when it comes to singing too. So I really don't like touching on that too much. Not yet, at least.
I understand, bro. I understand, bro. Because I dabble a little bit in that, a little bit. It's been a long time since I picked up I won't even say it's been a long time since I picked up a pen because I actually wrote a book of poetry, but it's been a long time since I wrote something that was like a rhyme or something like that. It's been a minute.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
The last time I've been in front of a microphone to spit any type of verses, 2008. That's a long time to be away. That's a long time to be away from a microphone in that capacity. Not that it really matters. Not that it really, I won't say not that it really matters or anything like that, because if it's in you, it's in you.
It's in you, yeah. Because that was
never
actually
goes away.
I was gonna say 2008 was the time when I was away from the microphone. Because when I moved away from Springfield in 2006 to Florida from my ex-girlfriend, and I was out there from 2000, like mid 2008 till the beginning of 2009. So that whole time I was out there, I wasn't really doing anything lyrically because I didn't have any connections with anybody in studios and stuff like that. I did do one show, luckily. I actually got to do one show out there. It was pretty cool. But other than that, like I wasn't really doing anything. I was more or less practicing my freestyling because I don't freestyle really. I more or less just write. So I was trying to get better at freestyling when I was out there. And then when I came back, that's when I got back in the studio.
Right. Now, you said you were practicing freestyling. Now, everybody say that. Now I hear there are a couple of people say that's somewhat of a lost art. Do you believe that?
It is a lost art. It is a lost art because niggas don't be freestyling.
Nope. Study writing.
Like I told motherfuckers, I said, listen, when I grew up, freestyling was exactly what it was. It was freestyling right off the top. That's why they say it's off the top of the dome, because it's something that's coming right off the top, right at that moment. It's not something you have written and premeditated. You know what I'm saying? So that's what freestyling is to me. So when I keep hearing these freestyles that aren't freestyles, they're written, I'm like, it's not a freestyle then. Like, it's just
like, what are you doing?
So I actually,
like, what are you doing?
Like, I actually just did a mixtape called the Half and Half mixtape. And the concept was basically half of it's written, half of it's freestyle. It's songs that I had written, over time that I never finished. And so I was like, you know what, let me do something with this stuff, because people were asking for me to put new music out. And I was like, you know what, I can do a quick project off of that. I like being original. I've never liked using other people's beats, not like that. I like everything original. But everybody been telling me for the longest, like, yo, you got to do a mixtape, on other people's beats. You got to do a mixtape on other people's beats, which I understand the meaning of. Like, I understand the reason for it. It gets more people to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to deal with the legal issues on top of that when it does get out and if it blows up. You know what I'm saying? All that extra stuff. So it was kind of like a half and half. Literally, like the mixtape, it was like a half and half. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there, and this will just be something for the people to hear, have until I do my real project. So it actually turned out pretty good.
The problem with doing stuff over somebody else's beats is, like you said, copyright infringement issues.
Mm-hmm.
The producer wants they share the cut if you blow. And I'm like, the reason that they listen to it might be because of what I wrote.
Exactly.
It's probably because of because of the vibe you put out there, but also the vibe I put on top of it, what the words I write. And
it's a teamwork. It's teamwork. And I was gonna say that just happened to my cousin. My cousin just had a beat that he made a whole song to, and once it started getting traction, and the producer noticed it, he took the beat back. He's like, yeah,
Producer came on like, yeah, let me take this back.
Yeah, I'm gonna need this for something else.
Like, bro, but this is hidden right now.
It's crazy, bro.
That's the one thing I just, for me, that's like, I understand the producers part of it, because that's their shit. That's their shit, and it's hot, and it's a hot ass beat. But then somebody put some fire ass lyrics on top of it, then it makes the beat even hotter.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand it from both ends of the spectrum. It's just that it's always the artist that ends up getting fucked in the end.
Yeah. Yep. So that's why I prefer original. Just I have my own producer that makes my beats for me. I have beats that I have from over time that I've had made for me by various people, and I work off of those. Unless I'm working with somebody directly, but I don't really deal with like YouTube beats and stuff like that. It's kind of just
keep it.
Yeah.
Those for me, those beats are only meant to vibe out to, bro. That's it.
Yeah, I can't.
Those beats are
when
only
I
meant to vibe out to.
like,
You know,
I got a bunch of artists that hit me up. They're like, "Yo, let's do the song." We do the song. I'm like, "Who made the beat?" And they're like, "Oh, I got it off YouTube." I'm like, "Come on, bro.
come on, man.
We trying to put this music out. Put real beat on this joint."
Now, have you ever thought about doing your own stuff, making your own beats?
Man, that's a whole nother story. I started when I was younger. When literally, like, I went from poetry, and singing gospel music to rapping. Once I figured out that poetry was rap to a beat, I started rapping. But then I was, I love beats also. My favorite producer is Timbaland. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out because one of my best friends, he makes beats also. So I went in the booth with him and I made like 2 beats off the top. It was my first time ever doing it. They came out dope. And then his computer crashed and I lost him. I was like, never again.
Oh.
Never. That's too much work. I can't do that.
Yeah,
That's
I
too
mean,
much.
because you just went through that process of making something that was good, that was hot, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
and it's gone. Like it never happened.
exactly. I mean, now you mentioned Timbaland. Now, look here,
Yeah.
we
Timbo the
can be
King, man. Timbo the King.
we are in agreement with that, bro. Timbaland. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I always tell folks who my top 5 producers are, and this is in no order.
Yeah.
Timbaland. This is no particular order. So if I gotta go, it's Timbaland, Dr. Dre,
Yep.
um, DJ Premier.
Mm.
Oh yeah, gotta go a Primo, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
DJ Premier, Knife Wonder,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and man, look here, and this other cat from the Netherlands, Nicolay. That, like I said, they ain't in no particular order. Oh, I forgot, and I won't even say Jay. I won't even say Jay Dilla gets honorable mention because he's in that list too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dilla, definitely.
Man, because and all the funny part about it is that because lately, that's kind of the vibe I've been on lately. That's kind of the vibe I've been on as far as listening to music lately. I mean, okay, if it ain't Jay Dilla, if it ain't Knife Wonder, if it's not Nicolay, if it ain't Dre, if it ain't Primo, if it ain't Timbo, then I'm probably not gonna listen to it.
Really?
And that's not to say that
I'm kind
the
of.
rest. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was gonna say I'm kind of eclectic with the listening. I kind of try and listen to a little bit of everything. Even when it comes down like jazz, what I'm saying, country music, stuff like that. I try and listen to a little bit of everything. So like people be surprised when I be playing certain stuff. They're like, "What you know about this?" I'm like, I try and keep an ear to everything. You don't want to block anything out because you never know what you're gonna get. But I know like when I lived in Florida, I'm from Mass, but I lived in Florida for a little bit, and I had a big discussion with some cats out there. We was arguing about like music in general, and I'm like, who do y'all listen to? And they're like, Boosie. This is back before I really listened to Boosie because Boosie's actually dope. But they was like, Boosie badass, Boosie badass, and I'm like, well, what about Biggie? He's trash. What? Jadakiss. Oh, he's trash. What? I'm like, are y'all bugging right now? I said, all right, I got one for y'all. Andre 3000. Trash. What? Are y'all crazy?
What?
Like, these niggas made y'all. Are y'all bugging? I was like, y'all don't know nothing about music. Y'all know nothing about music. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about music.
I can go leaving further back. I mean, you mentioned some folks that was like in my era, so I can even
those are early ones.
To add to that, man, I can say I can add Mr. Mike to that occasion. I can add 8 Ball of MJG.
That's my niggas.
I can add Mr. Mike. I can add Scarface.
Ooh, yep.
And people when
Pimp C, Bum B, they bugging, bro. They
exactly.
bugging.
I'm like, what the hell, y'all? What? I mean, even if folks want to really be ugly about it, I mean, I'll throw Mystical and Mia X and Pete in them.
That was my favorite dude from the tank, man.
Like, what you? They all trash. I'm like, first of all,
yeah.
What are y'all thinking right now?
What are you listening to?
Exactly.
What are you listening to right now?
He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Look," and I'm pretty. You've been agree. I know you've been agree with me on this one. I am into artists that are big on wordplay.
Yes, that's what it's about. That's what hip hop. That's what hip hop is about. It's about words. It's about lyrics. Like, I don't understand where these sounds came into those. I don't understand where sounds came into effect. You know what I mean? Like, I understand you make sound effects here and there because you know
Yeah.
you have, like I said, Busta Rhymes. That's my favorite rapper.
Oh,
Rah rah rah. You know what I'm saying? He makes all types of
high
loud noise.
energy. High
But
energy.
there's massive lyrics between that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
now it's just massive noises and a couple of lyrics in between. Bow bow
Hey,
bow 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 boom boom. Yeah,
I'll tell
you know
you.
what I'm
I'll tell
saying?
you what. You introduce one of these kids to Keith Murray. They probably won't know who the hell are you talking about.
Oh man, Keith was another one, bro. Keith, Keith
Keith Murray.
Murray,
Okay, so
Mac.
and I told this one kid, listen. It's 2 songs I want you to listen to. The most beautifulest thing in the world, and
That's one
it's
of my
that shit.
favorites.
And it's that
Yo,
shit. So what you mean? Just listen to him, boss.
yeah.
Just listen to him.
And the vibe on that song too. The beat,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
Nigga, what?
I mean, and honestly speaking, Eric Sermon to me is a really, really really cool low key beat maker, man. Real cool.
Yeah,
And
he
low
is though.
You know, nobody really talked about him like that, but man, look, that Insomnia album, yes sir, tight. I mean,
Sure, I was just listening to some what's his name, Rakim and yeah, because I got a whole book CD a book of CDs that I got from when I was 16.
You took it back where you went to the real way back machine. Then, man, can't
Yeah,
nobody argue with the R, man.
or Guru's joints, bro.
Oh,
Jasmine Taz. I was just listening to that like last week. Jasmine Taz is
man,
great,
look,
man. Listen,
you know my steez.
yeah.
But and I think that's the disconnect when it comes to like merging old with new. Now, I mean, now don't get me wrong, we got cats like Cole, Kendrick, what's the other cat?
JID is another one that people don't really know about too much. JID be going ham.
What's that other cat, man? God dang it. I forgot the dude's name. He did a song with T.I. T.I. E40. Forgot it. Damn.
T.I. E40. Not Big Sean.
No, not him. It's another cat. I think is he from Mass or what?
From Mass?
Yeah, I think he's from Mass. I believe he's from Mass. I'm not sure.
You talking about Token?
What's that boy's name? Dang. Because I remember he did a song called "I'm Not Racist," but I forgot.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Tom McDonald. Talking about the white boy?
No, the other cat. The other one. Damn it.
I'm not racist. Yeah.
I've heard "I'm Not Racist." That was pretty damn dope.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn dope.
He be going in. Another dude that be going in that I be watching like diligently. Dax, bro. Dax is so animated, and his lyrics. Oh my god, man! This kid be spitting for days.
Oh, now I remember this dude's name, Joyner Lucas. Damn it!
Oh yeah, Joyner Lucas. Hell yeah, Joyner Lucas be going in too.
I mean, now you got cats like Cole.
Doja from Mass too. Doja Cat. I rock with Doja. She get it in.
You got cats like Cole, Doja Cat. You got cats like Kendrick, Joyner Lucas. The funny thing about it is, T.I., even though he's from here, he's from my city. A lot of people sleep on T.I.'s lyricism. I mean, just because well, he from the South, but y'all sleeping on the lyricism, y'all missing the point. But then you have cats like that. You got cats like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got somebody peeking in.
I got Tony with me right here.
What up, boss?
Hey, what's going on, boy? What's good with you? You're not finna pull him away from me, are you? We having a good time. You're not finna pull him away from me, are you?
I just wanted to say hi. I'm getting ready to hit our event.
Oh, okay.
Right, take it light, man.
All right, boss. Have a good one.
I'll talk to you, Tom.
Damn.
Yeah, he's headed to another event. So
wow.
He had to stop in and say what up.
That's what's good. I mean, folks. the one now. Folks
yeah,
sleep
back to
on
what we were saying.
Because he got some lyricism too. But a lot of these, I mean, and I gotta ask you this, man. I really do, because is that part of it? Is the lyricism part of it being is the lyricism of part of hip hop being lost?
Yeah, it's all lyrics for me. Like once they stopped making lyrics, I was like, eh. I mean, it's fun to listen here and there, but it's like after a while it gets boring. It's mundane.
Right. And you look at that stuff, be like, what the hell am I listening to?
Yeah, the
And I,
concepts don't
I
go
be
with the
having
video.
pause.
Like the concept, the concept of the song doesn't go with the video. Like nothing matches up with what's going on. Like back in the day, they actually had the videos that showed you what they was talking about. Now it's just they talking and there's a bunch of random stuff going on in the background.
Yeah. And a lot of these cats want to flash money and say they okay. That's a good way to get yourself knocked off.
Yeah,
I mean, the one thing that I tell cats all the time, Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph, and and the other cats that we lost in the game, those are cautionary tales. And they be like, well, that ain't gonna happen to me. If you flash it, yeah, okay. Okay.
You would think they would learn from it though. You would think they learn from it. It happens every day, dang near almost now.
But the funny thing was, they got caught lacking, bruh. Young Dolph, I said, okay. So I said, Nipsey was actually cripping.
Yeah,
So nobody can ever say that he wasn't affiliated, because he let folks know off the top that he was affiliated. He was affiliated.
yeah.
And for me, and I think that and I'm gonna ask I'm gonna ask you this, because I mean, I know you have your ear to the ground when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah.
When when it came to like when when Nipsey passed, oh shit. Sorry guys, I apologize for that. I guess my brother lost service, but that's okay. We're gonna wait for him to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, I still want you guys to continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But before we do that, I'm actually gonna play a couple of commercials in the hope that my guest comes back. So enjoy this commercial break. Enjoy these brief commercial breaks. My Life Has Destiny is a faith-based podcast that talks about testimonies of faith, hope, redemption, restoration, and the perseverance of ordinary people through the extraordinary power of God. Join hosts Quint Jones, Coco Fenton, and introducing Terrence Jackson every Monday and Thursday nights, right here on Trailblazerz Radio. I had to shift it up a little bit. Like, he gone, no.
Yeah, my sound wasn't working for some reason, and it just took me out. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Oh man, nah, you good, man. So when Nipsey passed, do you think that there was a cult? Do you think, as far as the rap music, do you think there was a slight culture shift in that?
As far well, yeah. I mean, like I said, these things happen on a daily basis, but especially for somebody like Nipsey, who was a real big person in where his area and just in general, because he was really
Right.
out here spreading knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big thing because it's like it's always the people that are really out here trying to do things for other people. Like you said the other day when you was like, a lot of us aren't selfish, we're selfless. He was one of those people, you know what I'm saying? Like he was really trying to give back to the community, trying to make sure these kids was coming up right. So, I always, it's some, they say it's gang violence stuff. I feel like sometimes it's gang violence, but sometimes I feel like, it's the government. Low key, I feel like it's the government. They be just trying to take out the, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yes sir. We know. Oh, trust me. It's if it ain't, there's bullshit and mirrors behind that. But that's a conversation for another day though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, and I know we talked. I know we talked a lot about the music scene in Massachusetts and also in Mass. So, and also how you guys are planning to change the game in that, man. I mean, so what role do you play in changing the kind of way that hip hop, the hip hop community as a whole looks at Matt, looks at New England?
I've always been the peacemaker. I'm the happy, loving, friendly dude. So I've always been that person that's always been like the middleman. Like I'll have a friend on one side that hates the other friend on the other side, but I'm friends with both of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, how'd I make this work? So it's kind of like the same thing with the music game, because it's like I was telling you last time, Massachusetts is literally like it's a crab in a bucket, a crab in a barrel joint. Like everybody just wants to take everybody down. Nobody wants to give anybody props. Nobody wants to help anybody. Nobody wants to work with nobody. And it's like I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I never understood it. I'm like, I'm willing to work with anybody if they're willing to work with me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way we're gonna get anywhere is if we work with each other. And rather than trying to battle each other, and it's like nobody knows us. You're
That's
battling for something that nobody knows about but you. Like, let's get outside of our city and get, you know what I'm saying, the world, so the world knows about us. Then they can figure out who they think's the best out of Mass. But battling each other in Mass ain't doing nothing for us right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So that's
I could never understand that. I mean, because you looking at, and I said me and Black talked about it. Me and Bacon talked about it, and what you said pretty much mirrors what they were saying, and it's always coming. I don't know, man.
ego.
I just don't know what it takes to get y'all on the map, though. I mean, I think platforms like this can help.
Mm-hmm.
I think platforms like this can help.
Definitely, especially for me, because I've been trying to get to Atlanta for the longest. So this is the closest thing to it, at least. You know what I mean? This is a start.
Look, I mean, I know but I mean, I know if I need to make a trip up to Mass and bring my my podcast equipment up there and have all y'all come on and just make sure that I purchase enough stuff, have enough microphones for y'all to come aboard and just do something like really, really live. And I'll do that. I mean, or come to a show just to hang out and show love. I mean, that's what it's about. It's
but I definitely got to get out to the A, bro. I mean,
for sure.
I got to get out to the A.
Yeah, you don't. I'm gonna say, well, you can come now if you want to, but the weather out here dysfunctional as hell, so don't do that.
Hey, look, y'all doing better than what we doing. That's all you know.
I know, right? I know, right? But you mentioned you went to Florida for like a year or so. You said that you kind of took a break from everything. Was the break kind of like was it a mental break, or was it kind of just a break period? You just kind of wanted to just relax, rejuvenate yourself?
Nah, that was literally like a different time in my life because, like I said, I'm a church kid. I grew up in church, from birth. And I didn't really leave the church until when I was like 21, 22, maybe, probably like 23, I want to say. But I had moved out to Florida for my girl at the time that was my fiance. And things didn't work out with us, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was brand new for me. It was actually a first time for me to ever do anything just off the rip, because I'm usually a person that plans everything. I'm real calculated. This move I did was random. I was supposed to go down there for a wedding, and I just stayed.
You went on some rando stuff, huh?
Yeah. So that was one of the things, because we had to talk. She was having issues with the distance, and I was, I didn't really have too much going on back at home at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to just get a job out there, move out there, and I'll be with her. You know what I'm saying? But come to find out, she didn't really want me anyway. So it was a whole crazy.
Things didn't work out the way they're supposed to, but actually things didn't work out the way they were supposed to with y'all, but they worked out for the better when you came back here.
Yeah, so I made contacts, things happened out there. I was a wild boy when I lived out there, I ain't gonna lie. I that was my one time, because I was away from everybody that knew me, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of lived myself, the way I wanted to live. But yeah, like I said, I had a few opportunities between my brother-in-law and a couple of people I met out there to do like a couple shows and stuff like that. But as far as like getting in the studio, like I said, I didn't have anybody I could look to go to a studio. So I kind of just was chilling, like I said, I was freestyling, writing here and there. I always write, but I just wasn't going to the studio and recording them.
Exactly. So, so you said that was around 2008, 2009, right? So
I left in 2006 and I came back in 2009.
Oh, so 2009, you back in Massachusetts. Kind of you're trying to do some things a little differently. So what was the approach when you got back here? Was music still the approach, or was it like trying to just get some things in order first?
Well, first was getting my mental, my emotional in order because I was going through the whole breakup thing with the ex, so
Right,
I was a little stressed about that, but just trying to make the best of it because I'm an optimist, like I said. So I was just trying to figure out what was the next move. I went to
right,
school. I went to school for massage therapy. And then from school, I went to work, and then I was kind of, dibbling dabbling with my partner that I used to make music with. So once me and him linked up, I started talking to him, and then my ex-girlfriend that I was talking to at the time, her brother-in-law happened to do music, which my boy Mike Stone.
right,
And he was with a group called Broflow. So once me and him linked up, I had let him hear some of my gospel music that I did from before. And he was like,
right.
"Yo, you're dope, bro. Like, nah, we gotta link up. Nah, I got a studio." So once he told me that, it was over. Like it was in his house too. So I just go to his crib. We get in the studio. He put on a beat. We start working on something. Next thing you know, we come out with a song. And that was every time we went in. So and since then, it was just on. Like I never stopped ever since then. You know what I mean? Like as long as I have a place to go record, I'm in there. You can do this.
Exactly. So basically, you got once you got your mental right, you kind of concentrated on your music. Then once you hit that studio, it was pretty much a nonstop grind since that point in time, right?
Yeah, because I love music and I love making art and shit like that. But I like putting it out also. My
Yeah.
main goal at the end of the day is to really be an entertainment artist. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really looking for the fame like that. I'm just looking for the financials because I'm like I want to make sure I'm set and my family's set. So I want to take care of people. I hate having people come up to me asking me for help and I can't help them. Like that's me. Like I really
Right.
wish I could help somebody, but I can't. So it's like when I get to that point where I can, that's what I want to be able to do. You know what I mean? And not have to worry about my financial situation or being homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like I could
Right.
give you something and still be good.
You know what? But it's the funny part about I won't even say the funny part about it is the refreshing part about that is that there aren't very few. There aren't very well. There are artists like that, but very few of them will say something that's that's profound. That's really profound, like what you just said, because you're looking beyond your own self, and you're putting other people in front of you, and
Yeah,
saying, "Hey, well, what can I what can I do to improve your situation, or what can I do to kind of help you move forward, so that way you're able to improve your own quality of life." You know,
yeah. And I've learned, I've had to learn it over time because I was always the giver. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a giving type, but I had to learn like sometimes you got to do for yourself first. You can't help anybody else if you can't help yourself. So,
yeah, yeah.
you
Sometimes
know,
you gotta be selfish with your energy. Sometimes,
yeah. And it is hard for me. I swear, like I really don't like doing that. It's not like I can't. Just seeing somebody in need and not being able to help. It really sucks, bro. It really does.
yeah, because you beat yourself up afterwards. It's like, "Ah, damn, I could have helped that person," but I mean,
Yeah.
I do that. I do that too sometimes, especially around here, man. It's especially around here, not necessarily not in the city that where I live at, but when you go out to the Atlanta metro area, it's especially the downtown area. So and when I say that, it's so much of that area has changed since I left here. And I've been going from Georgia since I've been going for Georgia for like the better part of 12 years. Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Man.
since 2011, I've been going for like the better part of 12, almost 11, like 10, 11 years. And so much has changed. And but with things changing, there are things that remain the same. Homelessness is still one of those things. It's
Yeah.
still people out here sleeping on the street. It's still people out here sleeping up on the awnings and everything. And the one thing I be wanting to do is like, I want to go out and do this and help people. But then I realize I don't necessarily have the monetary capacity to do it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
If I give somebody $5, I'm gonna be $5 short on my phone bill. Or if I give somebody
Mm-hmm.
$20, I'm gonna be $20 short on this internet bill or some other
Well,
stuff.
that's gas in my tank that I don't got. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. And just to hear you say that, you have a heart for people, and you want to make sure that people are taken care of regardless of their financial stature or or even their social stature. To me that's a breath of fresh air because you don't hear that a lot from from an artist. You usually hear, "Hey, it's about me, it's about my bag, it's about me stacking his cheese and stacking his bread." I'm like, well, okay, you stacking your bread is cool, but what you gonna do with all that? You can't take it with you when you can't take it with you when you go to heaven.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell you like my mental status as like general. I'm usually like I said, I'm a happy person. Like I'm the type of person that wakes up and like sees the sun. It's like, good morning, sun. You know what I mean? Like I'm that kind of person. You feel me? Like I'm that kind of guy. So like literally like I just like to bring people happiness, you know, because just the world's crazy, bro. The world and it's getting crazier. So it's like with all the negativity, I've always said this, with all the negativity, why add to it? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather give some more positivity to it. So I always try and give him a breath of fresh air. Like I said, you know, Chappelle's my dude. He's one of the people that he does exactly what I like to do. He'll keep it real with you, but he's gonna make you laugh at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, that's
Yeah,
it.
I mean, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like that's how I am. You know, I just
And that
want to live and be happy. I just want to live and be happy and be able to enjoy my life and have other people around me who can enjoy life. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And that is so refreshing to me because, like I said, you know, you have these people, and like you said, the world's changing, but also the face of certain institutions and things are changing. So you know, when you look at the institution of church, that's changed a lot. You know, there's a lot of
a whole lot from when I used to go to church. That's for sure.
yeah, there's a lot of toxicity in that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you look at other things, how we as black men and black women get together, there's a lot of toxicity in that. Well, then we also look at certain other aspects. There's a lot of toxicity in that. But for you to say that, you know, you maneuver through all that with a smile on your face and you are always laughing, always smiling, that's a breath of fresh air because there ain't too many people that would be able to smile in a toxic environment and not be consumed by it.
Yeah. Yeah, and believe it takes a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been, like I said, I'm a giver. I used to be the person that people always come to when they got problems, and I listen to them and, you know, try and give them advice. But that's even taxing, you know what I'm saying? Because you're giving to them, you know, yourself. So
Yep.
I had to stop doing that, you know, because that's a lot on me. But
Oh yeah.
I have my moments, you know, where it can be overwhelming, but I usually have those to myself. You know, I don't really
Right.
like putting the burden on other people. I'd rather just keep it to myself, and when I'm good, you know, I come back out.
Right, exactly. There you go. Because I'm the same way sometimes. I'm the same way when it comes to certain things like that. But I know for me, it's a little different with me because I know if I'm in a place to where if I'm not in a good place, or if I'm not in a place in a place to where I feel like I can be comfortable, let me go over here. As a matter of fact, you come here. Let me holler at you for a second. Because the funny part of the thing of it is like I mean, and and we didn't touch on this, we didn't touch on this Sunday, but and I wanted to, but it's important to have a group of people around you that's a good support system. I mean, because let's face it, you know and I'm gonna say this because you know number one we're men and
Yeah.
we carry so much on these right here that we don't have nowhere where we can unload it.
Yeah, nah.
And half the time it's like it's there, and then all of a sudden there's more weight that's thrown on your shoulders, and all of a sudden, you know, you're burdened down. And when it comes to, I mean, and when it comes to that, you know, some people have to find some refuge in that. You know, for me, it's always been writing. You know,
Yeah.
for me, it's always been writing or being creative or something like that. Now, video games has become the other thing that I do because for me, that's giving me a chance to get away from everybody and being immersed in this other world
Yeah.
for like an hour or so and not be bothered with nobody. But when my PlayStation 4 isn't readily available, you know, I have a support system. You know, my girlfriend has been something been really, really helpful, been really, really been a real rock for me. And when I have those bad days. And then
Yeah.
also, you know, I have people like, you know, my uncle and my younger brother and also my twin brother. Those are people that are around me, that's around me when I'm having those bad days. And
Yeah.
I think, you know, because you mentioned something that really kind of touched me, you know, because you know when you're in that mode, you just kind of go off in your corner, and
Yeah.
you just let it be what it be. Then when you come back out of the corner, you're okay.
And mind you, like I already know, like that's not always good. Like you say, you need someone to release that too.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I deal with because I'm such an introvert. As like it doesn't seem like it. I can be really, you know, friendly and stuff like that and outgoing, but I'm still an introvert when it comes to my feelings. You know, especially when it comes to like sad or anything like that. So when I'm feeling like that, I usually close up and I keep it to myself. You know, my girl, she might ask me questions, but I don't feel like I can communicate with her sometimes. So it's just like I don't even want to get into that. It might turn into an argument, and it's like it's not helping my situation anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, then you got your boys, but it's like you know, you just
they don't understand.
Most men don't feel comfortable talking to another man about they situation about them being stressed out like that sometimes. Me and Black actually, we do talk here and there. You know what I'm saying? He's been busy because he work a lot, and I work a lot. But when we do get together, like that's one of the people that I do like. We both talk and let each other know what's going on. But
Bro,
it's definitely it's good to have somebody that you can trust. You know what I mean, with those feelings and let them know how you feel, and they don't judge you, pressure you, anything like that. So definitely, man.
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, I'm like you. I'm an introvert too, and even like you said, even if it doesn't seem like it, being in front of this microphone is kind of like one of those things that I enjoy doing. But when this camera go off and I move this microphone back to where it's supposed to be, I'm still introverted Fred. I mean, that's just me. And no, for real. I mean, and then on top of that, for me, I'm just, and this is just kind of off the cuff anyway. I'm extremely guarded about certain things with me. Was married for almost 13 years. Went through a divorce. Now divorced for since October. That's still something that I'm still kind of dealing with as a man, trying to figure out what the hell went wrong and what happened. And like you say, Black is one of those people that you come to when it's time to let some stuff go. We do need those male friends that we need to talk to so they can listen to us without judgment, because most dudes will be like, oh man, tap on your chest and man up. Huh? Bro, I just went through something that was harrowing. What?
Yeah. And I could be like that sometimes, but I'm like, I know good and well, like that's not the truth. Like, you gotta be more sensitive to the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's like your first instinct though. Yeah. Like, nigga, man, shut up, man. Don't worry about that shit. That ain't nothing. You know what I mean? But
like
in reality, it's like, nah, you really need to listen and talk to him about that shit.
Exactly. and niggas be bugging anyway, like, nah, man, you okay. So I got a broke arm, but you gonna tell me to put some dirt on it, right? My arm over here broke, but you'll tell me to put some dirt on it, it'll be all right.
No, you gotta use Vicks. You gotta use Vicks vapor.
That's what my dad used to tell me, like, put some dirt on it, it's okay. It's gonna get infected. Put some dirt on it, it's all right.
You're gonna be all right. You be good.
Exactly. Going back outside, but my arm dangling. Going back outside. Damn, bro, for real.
Yeah, like I can say for a fact, like I know, like the past 2, like last year, I want to say, I lost my grandfather. I lost the year before I lost my grandfather. Then I lost my grandmother. Then I lost my cousin.
Yeah,
like back to back to back. Like I think I lost my grandmother right before Thanksgiving. And I lost my cousin like right before or after Thanksgiving. So like I didn't really have a chance to process the deaths because they were so like back to back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then me, just like I said, I'm an introvert. It's weird, bro. Like I just like, especially if I know somebody's not doing good, like I don't like being around like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I feel like things are good, like I'd rather see you the way you was when you was good. You know what I mean? Like I don't do funerals. You know what I'm saying? I'm over that. Like I'm done with funerals. I did so many when I was younger when that I just was like, I'm over it. Like I can't do it no more.
I know.
The most I'll do is go to like the actual building, you know what I mean, and say my dues, and I'll keep it moving. But
I'm like you, bro. I mean, and the funny thing about it is my thought process with that came after, and actually came after my uncle passed, because I lost my grandmother last year in March, and then my uncle passed like a month, like damn near almost a month later, and I hadn't seen my grandmother in a long time, and couldn't find out that she was in hospice. And I'm like, and she's up in Tennessee. I'm here in Georgia. I'm not. I can't do that. I'm not gonna travel up there because and the picture that I have up here on my wall is, there's two pictures up here that I have on my wall. One of them was a picture of her as we saw her that current day, current year, whatever. Another picture up here is what I literally remember her as. And I'm like, I don't want to look at the picture of her being this frail, vulnerable woman. I want to look at her as being the strong black grandmother that she was to me. And I'm like, yeah, and I can't do it. I mean,
yeah.
Can't. I'll be like, let me
And
just.
then on the same note, like I regret because I didn't see him. You know what I'm saying? Like before they left. So
I mean,
yeah, it's like, I mean,
but at the same time, you make peace. You make peace with it, and you move forward because let's just face it, they are in a better place than we are at the current moment.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's the way I try and think about it.
Yep. And I'm like, I ain't gonna argue with that because where they at, that's where I want to be.
For real, yo, for real.
Yeah,
like they're doing way better than what we dealing with right now.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Now when you say like do you use those experiences? Do you use some of those experiences to craft some of your music, or is it still more of that upbeat vibe? Nope, you don't do that.
Nope,
don't mess with it.
I haven't even got to it yet. Like I said, that just happened like the last few years. So I mean, I have my moments when I'm just riding by myself. Sometimes listen to music and I'll just think about them and get kind of emotional. But that's about it. Like I haven't really thought to do any music or anything like that yet about it. I did a song about my aunt that I lost years ago when I was younger, which is my dad's sister.
Right.
I did a song about her and a couple of other people that I lost, a couple of friends I lost, or whatever. But that was years ago. That's when I was actually doing gospel music.
Right. Yeah, and I think when you try to write or do a song like that, I think that's going. I mean, even with me when I published this book, this poetry book that I just published. I published it in January, but I did a release party last Friday, and a lot of stuff that I wrote about was so jarring. I'm like, and for me, it's like, where the hell did I get the strength to write about that?
Yeah.
And I know for artists, that's a lot different because, that's going to require a strong emotional process.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't really think like that
yet. Some people ain't really ready for that shit.
And, like I've been in church singing, I'm saying, I start crying and singing some Fred Hammond, No Weapon. So yeah, I'm not trying to go there yet.
I ain't trying to cry. I ain't trying to cross that bridge just yet. I feel you though, man. I feel you because I mean it's an element of time with that.
Yeah.
They say time heals all wounds, but and people say, and the one thing I just can't stand people say, well, you should have been over there by now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I still ain't over it. And what?
I don't think I'll ever be over it, but it is what it is.
And then people say that. Well, it's been 7 years since your son passed, bruh. First and foremost, let's not go.
Crazy.
Let's not go there. Because if that was your daughter or your son, you be in the same boat I'm in.
Whole nother story.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely for sure. I mean, and just to kind of jump off the melancholy train right now, because I don't like talking about melancholy stuff like that because it kind of brings down the vibe and the energy and all. I mean, and sometimes those conversations are needed because those conversations are needed, but time and place. So
you don't want to dwell on it too long, is basically.
Yeah, exactly. Because the minute you do that, all of a sudden your whole vibe just goes down. And if you're normally an upbeat and happy person, you always want to stay in that high energy the whole day or the whole time or whatever you're doing. And people be like, well, what's wrong with him? Don't ask. Don't ask. So, but Kai sent me this night this song that I heard that I listened to prior to the interview, man. I mean, it's called Riding and Rolling. So where did this song come about, man?
Riding and rolling. I did that like in 2013, 2014.
Oh, so it's an oldie but goodie.
Yeah. I got a whole bunch of old songs that I didn't release. And part of the reason that I didn't release them was because my boy that's on it, the one that I mentioned earlier, Mike Stone.
Right.
That's the cat that I did a lot of my recording with. So when I was recording at the time, me and him used to do a lot of tracks together. But then when I started, performing and doing shows and stuff like that, he would never come out. And I'm like, bro, like, what the hell? And he's like, oh, he'd be like, oh, I don't think they're gonna like it. It's old. He'd always have an excuse. And I'm like, bro, it ain't old if they ain't never heard it. Exactly. It's still new to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's old to us, it's new to them.
What's new to them? They ain't never heard it before. What's wrong?
So like that song was a song that I really was like, yo, we gotta do this song. And I was like, even if you don't come out, I'm gonna perform it regardless. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'll just Biggie Tupac you. I'll pretend like you're dead and we'll just rap your verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I had a third verse on the song. This is supposed to be a third verse. And we left it open, and I had a couple people that were supposed to hop on it. They never came through. You know how it is. So
yeah.
Eventually, I was just like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna do it as is. And I ended up running into one of my homegirls. I'm not gonna say her name because I ain't gonna be like that. But she was dope. You know what I'm saying? She could rap. I liked her flow. So I was like, yo, we should do something together. She's like, yeah. Send me something. Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, I'm gonna send her Riding and Rolling. She can hop on this verse. Like a month, maybe not even 2 months later, she comes out with a CD with my song, like, but not with my song on it. Just she had the beat. She just used the beat and made her own song.
What?
And I'm like, word, like, yeah. What the like? Really?
That's what like that's what niggas doing out here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is Springfield. So I'm like, dang, like, I was salty for a minute. Like, I've been salty about that for years. So I just was like, I'm not releasing it. You know what I'm saying? I felt some kind of way because I was like, that was my beat. You know what I'm saying? My man made it for me. So yeah. But eventually I started leaking it over the years. And recently we just had a show out in Northampton at the VFW. And I had picked it to perform. I don't even know why I picked it to perform. I just was like, I'm gonna do this one tonight. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because I like giving different, like, I don't really like doing the same songs over and over and over again, because that's not me. I like fresh new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was like, let me give something different tonight. So I picked that one. And when I was doing the song, Black was actually recording me, and I was in the front, and I'm looking at him, and his facial features is like, what the no, he ain't saying, like, he can't, I can't hear him, but I can see it in his face. Like, he's like, where the hell did this song come from? I'm like, I've been had this. I was like, I thought I'd let you hear it. He's like, hell no, you ain't let me hear this shit. He's like, I would have been on it. So
where'd you pull this out at, bro?
Yeah, and the concept just came from, me. Like, that's what I do. I ride and I roll. Like, I ride around, I smoke. I be handling business as I'm doing my, my daily duties as I'm getting high. So I was like, riding and rolling. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect little anthem, I feel like, for Springfield.
That's what's up, man. So
I'll put the city on top.
Oh yes. Now she sent me the song, but I'm like, well, I can't play the song on this platform. I need to put a video to it. So I'm gonna apologize up front. Because it's gonna be a lot.
Don't feel bad. We still working on videos. Like, that's the one thing I never had. I never had videos. We working on that right now. So
I put I had your picture there. I had Paige label right there, and that's how I did it. I mean, so it's gonna be mostly your picture, but mostly Paige label, then your picture some more, then also some other stuff. So I
a little collage, a little video collage.
I apologize up front, bro.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
But yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm finna this song right here. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this song is nice and popping. So
appreciate it.
This is gonna be a Trailblazers exclusive, y'all. So I'm gonna play this video for y'all, man. This is Riding and Rolling by my brother TuneLeef Da Rambler, y'all, man. Y'all enjoy. And we'll be right back once this video. We'll be right back once this video ends. So don't y'all go nowhere. Check it out.
Word.
Shits, man. Keys and ignition. Turn them. Engine roaring. I hop up in the whip and then I turn my music loud. This how a nigga be feeling when he driving around. 413 Spring Billions, you know the town. Moving silence, blowing loud and doing this a while. I'm riding and rolling, 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 I'm riding and rolling. Giddy up, yup, top of the morning to ya. I did this like since a toddler. Insomnia, so I'm riding and rolling. Potent content when it's content, it's hard out here, bro. Talk about lobster and shrimp, more like ramen. Got money problems, now I feel like robbing. In the hood, take and give what? Cut throat, so choke off the blood folk. Blood soaked when dressed in shoes all the way to the coat. Murder hero, pressing the gas, inhaling gas. Passing the least, middle finger in the air, half. Switching music on my iPod, I lied, iPhone 4, 354. Stupid on the blah blah blah. I want my RESPECT for being on REALG. Really moving sonic speed, all day be on the move like Blake the movie. Block is hot, call me Juvie. Can't take the heat, sue me duly, cause there's nothing to me. Not even a tool on me, you don't mean nothing, you can't harm me. You's a fool looking gay like Barney. Weather or partly cloudy like me being no car, no storm gonna stop me. I can't stop me, my state property. Let's go. I hop up in the whip and then I turn my music loud. This how a nigga be feeling when he driving around. 413 Spring Billions, you know the town. Moving silence, blowing loud and doing this a while. I'm riding and rolling, 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 I'm riding and rolling.
I count my bars in numbers, then eat the beat to show my hunger. In the booth I'm doing time like I'm under. My music get it cracking like some fucking thunder. And most y'all looking like I ain't supposed to be here, but I got my cooking right. This is my year. What I make is dope. Music store sold out the rib. My ride to the game is a day trip, and I'm almost there. Wait to spend it ballin', Nick Nolte and blue chips. Haters gon' be salty, it's cool. That bird I flip. Few G's around they whiz, they lit that burner spit. Catch a black guy from that P, no Fergalish. I'm riding round, and I'm rolling up. Them dog tents, so you know what's up. I'm coming out smoking like the wind on the door of the whip crack. The game is awesome, even if you had it, you won't get it back.
I hop up in the whip and then I turn my music loud. This how a nigga be feeling when he driving around. 413 Spring Billions, you know the town. Moving silence, blowing loud and doing this a while. I'm riding and rolling, 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 I'm riding and rolling.
Woo! What y'all know about that, man? What y'all know about that? Riding and rolling.
Yeah,
Brother
as I'm doing right now.
Look at hey, representing that 413. Everybody in Massachusetts, stand up. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all, welcome back. Welcome back, y'all, man. That was a definite, man. Yo, That track was nice as hell, bro.
Yeah, I
I
really
like that.
appreciate it, man.
That track was nice as hell, bro. I love that, man. Because I mean, and the one thing that I like to do as someone who, I ain't no famous radio personality and none of that junk, but I support independent artists no matter what genre or what form, because you know what a lot of people don't understand and what they don't really realize is that a lot of these mainstream cats started off independent first anyway, but
Yeah.
it's the independent cats that keep the cogs moving.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely.
And they don't understand. So basically, I mean, you can for every Kendrick Lamar, there are several there are hundreds of other cats not looking to be like him, but looking to get in that to aspire to that spot. So, and people don't realize that because, and I'm like, so, and the one thing what I was inspired by, just first of all, Suave House Records, 8 Ball MJG, Independent, and Master P and No Limit Records. They doing anything independent. And I'm like, these cats doing it without a major. I'm like, and then just the number of albums that 8 Ball and MJG put out, man. Their library is extensive. And then No Limit, I mean, their library is extensive.
Yeah. Really extensive.
Very extensive. Now, I know now, just talking to you as a person and as a person, I love the energy, I love the vibe, I also love, your aura as a person, but now talking to the artist, I mean, now talking to TuneLeef Da Rambler as an artist, what plans you got moving forward now that you you're aligned with this page of label, and things are, just from talking to y'all Sunday, man, it's almost like you guys are, it was meant for y'all to be aligned together.
Yeah, and it's funny because a lot of people is in Page, like, we're family, like me and Farrell, that's my cousin, you know what I'm saying? So it's a family affair, really. But nah, it's just, for me, I already had something before I even came into Page. So I was doing Blacklist. That's what, what I'm saying, when I be throwing this up, that's my Blacklist.
Right.
Blacklist ENT is my label. So I was doing that. Bless you. I was doing that before I had linked up with Ali and everybody in Black and everything. And, I was just pushing on my own. I had a partner of mine that I grew up with in school, so he was my producer, but he's also the one that came up with the idea of Blacklist. So me and him were pretty much the ones pushing the label, but he just kind of disappeared into the fog. Just disappeared somewhere into the fog. So I kept pushing it. You know what I'm saying? I was basically the forefront of it. And then that's when I started taking on, artists and stuff like that and getting people to follow and things like that. So I had a good little movement going. But like I said, once I met with Ali, I was just like, I want to help with your movement also. We can help each other. So that's how that alignment came. And then since then, it's just been, amazing.
Exactly. Because now I know Ali, Tony and Kai from, we were all up under the same we was all up under the same publishing label a while, so long ago.
Okay.
And just to, and I have interviewed Kai on my, like, not this particular podcast, but another podcast I was a part of before I ventured out on my own. And Kai and Tony have always been cool people with me, and so and Ali as well. And I got to meet Kai. I actually got to physically meet Kai and Tony. What year was that? The summer was it 2000? I forgot which year, but it was a summer where her daughter was graduating.
Oh, okay.
And so we went out there, I met them, and and just the camaraderie was cool, was smooth sailing, bro. I'm like, oh shit, these folks I can get behind, I can get with. I mean, dang,
they great, man. They definitely a big part of the experience, being great at Page. I'll tell you that right now. Tony, I know him from back in the day, but he knows my dad. probably from singing more than likely. That's how most people know me because they know my dad. So they like, oh yeah, you know your dad. And they, I'm just like, hey, what's up? But I remember his face. Kai, I know her from years ago when she was doing her poetry and stuff like that. But she had switched up and changed her name on Facebook. So then when she came back as Tasha, I'm like, who the hell is Tasha Stutz? It's like, I'm like, oh, Kai. I'm like, oh yeah, I know her already. So yeah,
I know who she is.
Yeah, they both great people, man. They dope.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, when I met her, it was like wasn't nothing big, no, like just she just walked up and gave me a fat ass hug, and Tony just dapped me up like,
yeah, mad chill, bro.
I'm like
so unorthodox.
I'm like, and see, and I'm a southern boy, so I'm used to hospitality. I'm used to, I'm used to hospitality. I'm used to folks coming. I'm used to going to grandma's house or big uncle's house, big uncle's house, and used to getting those nice full, bear hugs and stuff like that. So I'm used to that.
Total different dynamic from down there up to up here, bro. Because my grandmother's in South Carolina. She in South Carolina, so in Columbia. So I know, like, it's totally opposite out there. Everybody's like happy, go lucky. Hey, how you doing? Like, you want to come over to my house and have, like, I don't even know you, bro, but sure, I'll come over here and dinner with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Here's total opposite. You look at somebody and say hi, they look at you like you said F you.
I've experienced that before. I mean, because when I came out, there and Connecticut. Because my ex-wife's dad, he lived in Connecticut, and one day I was just walking the dog, my ex-father, my deceased father-in-law's dog, and it's like I'm walking the dog, just doing what I do, and I'm speaking to people. They looking at me like, why the fuck are you speaking to me?
Exactly.
I was just being friendly, damn it.
Yeah, like I was just saying hi, bro. Like, sheesh.
Damn,
I'll take my back. Give it back.
Exactly. What crawled up your ass and died for real? I mean, like I said, totally different dynamic. And and I think, and excuse me, and that's the one thing that I think that was a constant denominator when we was all talking on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's the constant denominator. Like, and I was asking Bacon and I was asking Black, like, what needs to happen for all that to go away, especially when it comes to the music, because everybody, like, there's enough on the table for everybody, but I had to roll with Rage because he was like, nah, we trying to make our own table.
Yeah. But it's definitely ego. That's the biggest factor of it all. At the end of the day, it's ego. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cats don't know how to share and work with each other. They just
But y'all come off as folks. But I mean, everybody that's on the team, y'all come off as folks with no ego.
Yeah, no, I don't. Like, I came up from being the side guy, that didn't feel like I had many friends. Because I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't grow up around a lot of kids. So when I finally got into school, like, I was like crazy, like, hey, I want to play. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's another reason why I'm the way I am too. You know what I mean? But I'm more of the shy person. Like, I started getting more outspoken, like, my late, 18, 20, 20s or whatever. Right. Basically, before that, I was always like, just if I didn't like something, I kind of just walked away or I'll laugh it off. I wouldn't voice my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want no confrontation. I just wanted to be chill. I was happy. Like I said, I'm a happy-go-lucky person. If you don't want to be positive, then I'm just out. Like, I'm good. I don't need to be around the negative stuff.
Exactly.
But now, like, after years of, dealing with, toxic relationships and just, disrespectful people and inconsiderate people, I got tired of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like, and that's where my EP is called Tell It Like It Is, because I just tell it like it is. Like, at the end of the day, it's going to be the truth. You may not like it, but it's the truth. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Not sorry. I'm speaking the truth. You don't like it? I'm not. I'm sorry, but I ain't sorry because
you can hear it in my tone.
Hear this.
Very sarcastic.
Boy, let me tell you, my sarcasm knows no bounds.
Yeah. I've been accused of being, really mean because of my sarcasm, but I'm like, that's my nature. That's me. Like, it's nothing being like, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just how I am. Like,
exactly. Like, and people look at sarcasm as cynicism, and I'm like, I ain't cynical, just sarcastic.
Yeah.
If I was cynical, then you probably hear something way more. You probably hear something a little bit more meaner,
Yeah.
and with a little bit more of an edge to it.
Sarcasm, if anything, is just funny. It's just the joke's usually on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody
The joke's on you, just the brunt of it.
Yeah, now so like basically at the end of the day, like I said, Blacklist is the label that I'm pushing and I'm working on as we speak. I have like a few artists under my label. One of them's he's out here. I got another one, Lot Will, he's out here. He's actually my camera guy also.
Gotcha.
I got my boy Danny, he's out in I always forget. I want to say it's Milwaukee. It might
Wisconsin.
be Milwaukee. Yeah, I think he's out in Wisconsin.
Wow.
With the yeah. Then I got my
reaching out though.
Yeah. I got my two cousins, Zach and Malachi. I mean, Solomon. They're out in South Carolina and Columbia. And then I got my brother in Florida. So yeah, I'm just trying to stretch it out, so that we can, we can both go to different cities and we can all go to each other's different cities and stuff like that. Reach out and get different crowds.
Oh yeah,
but
different crowds show love, make network, mingle around. I mean, that's really what it's all about, honestly.
Yeah.
But
so, between the music, other than that, like I got my I'm working on a clothing line. It's not official yet, but it's PTG, Pretty Thug Gear. And basically
that's just for women.
No, see, that's the thing. My man, yo, it's crazy because he just made the logo for it and it has a chick with guns and it says PTG, and I'm like, bro, that's dope, but I want something more universal. I say, because I don't want people to think it's automatically for chicks. I'm like, it's for guys too. You know what I'm saying? It's just called Pretty Thug Gear, only off the simple fact that when I was growing up, my dad used to always like hammer me about what I was wearing, because of how white society, teaches us. So he was just trying to, protect me. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm trying to protect myself from this cold weather because it's cold as hell out here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm like,
no.
I'm gonna have on like 3 pairs of pants with like a hoodie and a big old coat with a hat and a hoodie on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to make sure I'm warm. I don't care about how I look. But as like, I'm a pretty boy. Like, I like getting dressed up and looking fly and stuff like that. I just, in the conditions, I can't do that at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I used to always say I'm a pretty thug. I'm a pretty boy who looks like a thug, basically. You know what I mean? So I was like,
it's too cold
basically with
all that right now.
yeah. So I flipped it because I'm like, with the way everything is now, with the skinny jean phase that came out, which came out right when I moved out to Florida. And dude was trying to like tell me, oh yeah, these are the ones. These are the ones. I'm like, no, they're not, because I'm not skinny, bro. And he's like, nah, these are in. I'm like, I'm not skinny. Like, I'm a thick dick. I need room. Like, I need some room to breathe. So
exactly.
I was like, PTG, like, that's what I want to focus on, bringing it back to almost like where the 90s was, where it was baggy clothing, but I want to cut it down where it's not excessively baggy. You know what I'm saying? You can still go out, you know what I'm saying, to a nice bar or something like that, or to a nice, and still look, casual dress, if not somewhat dressed up. You know what I mean? So you're still comfortable, but you look good. You know what I mean? So
you trying to bring it back to the old cross colors days, huh?
I just need some space in my pants, man.
You trying to go with the loud colors, right?
Oh man, listen, I just need some space, man. That's all I say. Like I keep saying, I'm like, my mama did it to me. She gave me this big old butt. You know what I'm saying? So my pants don't fit like everybody else's. I need some room. I need space. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look.
But
I tell them, look, I ain't wearing, man, because somebody I went to some store. I forgot what store it was. This the style right now, bruh. I don't wear that.
Yeah,
but
just because it's
style. You see this gray hair on my face, man. I'm damn near 50 years old. I am not wearing that.
Exactly. I'm good.
But we can wear a fitted shirt with. Okay, you want me to wear a fitted shirt, dude? I got a gut. That's not happening.
Yeah, that's like when I see the fat kids who be sagging the skinny jeans. It just looks crazy, bro. Like,
first of all, exactly. You got skinny jeans on, and then you sagging them.
You trying to sag them, like,
and I
just don't get it anymore. Like, I really don't.
I got it, man. I got a nephew to this day, man. Look, I said, little dude, Every time anytime me and you click up, me and your uncle click up and all that stuff. I don't want to see your damn draws, dude. I don't want to see Fruit of the Loom. I don't want to see Fruit of the Loom. I don't want to see the Fruit of the Looms tag on the back on your backside, bro.
That's the thing now. They you gotta see the boxes. They literally want you to see what they wear now. Like they wear designer boxes so you can like see them like they wearing it like clothes now.
No, you don't need to see the brand of my boxers, bro. That's not even it. That's not important.
Yo, I'm just telling you, watch the videos. I keep up on these things, man. I'm telling you,
I know.
like the pants get lower and lower and lower. Literally, like I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like they pass the bottom of their dick. Like you're just showing everything now. Like you might as well just take your pants off and just wear your boxers.
Otherwise, gonna go down to the ankles.
I actually told my girl I was like, I'm gonna do a video like that just to be a jerk. Like I just like this is what it's coming to. This is what it's coming to right now. You might as well just wear them down here.
Exactly, because I mean, I tell my cousin all the time, I don't want to see your butt. I don't want to see your ass, homie.
Yeah.
But this is what look. I said, anytime you come around me, I'm gonna pull your pants up. So just be prepared.
Yep, you ready?
If you don't got a belt, I'm gonna give you one. But that don't look right. So
when your butt don't look right.
If you exactly, I said, so if you gotta run somewhere, and I ain't talking about running from the police, but if you gotta run, so you basically gonna be holding your pants up and you're gonna be running awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool, bro.
Too much work.
Exactly, that's not cool, bro. But then you want to wear skinny jeans with some Air Maxes or some Jordans or some Timberland boots. Hold on, wait a minute. That don't even look right. But then I guess they'll say that what we used to wear don't look right either.
Nah, some of it didn't. I could look back at some of my pictures and be like, that was crazy. But not all of it. You know what I'm saying? Not all of it.
Exactly. Like, wait a minute. Damn, I wore this bright ass sun yellow shirt with these green jeans and this black hat on top of my head. Wait a minute. That looked weird as hell. Look, I look at some of my old pictures like, what was I thinking at that time? You know, and see back in the late 90s, that's where all the little preppy shit was. Everybody wear their shirts buttoned up to the top. You know, got the little hammer pants or the dress pants with some dress shoes.
Yep. That was the in style back then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but now you know they look at that jump, be like, "Oh, wow, wearing like that."
Look like Homie the Clown.
Homie, don't play that.
Homie, don't play that.
I showed my youngest son one of my pictures. When I was holding his brother, his older brother, and he looked at me like, what them? I said, them Timberlands, bro. Why they stuffed in your pants? That was the style back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's something else.
I mean, but
I know when I lived in Florida, I used to rock the Timbs with the knee socks all the way up to the knees with the shorts.
They probably looking at you like, what the hell?
I didn't give no dams.
I didn't give not a one.
Listen, I did a show in a full Minion costume. I give no dams.
Like none. This is what I'm wearing. This is what I'm rocking today.
This is entertaining. This is what I like.
Exactly. Now, when I was in Florida, you know, because that's where I was at, you know, for 12 years of my marriage. You know, I would, you know, for me, I'm a Southern boy, so I'm a rock what I'm used to wearing in Georgia. So for me, it's either like, you know, it's gonna be a pair of Air Maxes, or you know, maybe I might rock a pair of Felines or something like that. So, but mostly just Air Maxes or some Air Force Ones. That's me. That's it. What you doing when leave me alone? It's me.
That's what I do.
You know, in the summertime for me, summertime, blue jean shorts, Air Maxes with some ankle socks, and then we good.
Yep. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm a J's person. I either got some fresh J's or some uptown.
Yep. Also, yep. And then y'all and everybody got a different name for Air Force One. We just call them forces. Y'all call them uptowns and what? I know. I'm like, hey,
Air Force Ones. You already know Nelly broke all that down, so we was good either way.
Exactly.
My Air Force Ones.
Exactly. And then for me, it's just the relax. If I'm relaxing, dude, it's just like now if I'm playing ball with some cats that I know, they used to clown the hell out of me because I get on the court, I got my basketball shorts on, with some long black socks. Like,
yeah,
what are you doing? I was like, bro, this is what I do.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny when I be seeing cats with the long socks. I'll be like, yo, what the hell?
What's wrong with you?
I'm trying to breathe. I want my body to breathe. I can't be having all this extra material on me. Like, no, I'm good.
That's been a part of me since I was a kid, since I was a younger adult, since I was like in my 20s. Anytime I would go play ball, it would always be a pair of long black socks.
Specifically long black ones, like long black.
That's what I was comfortable in. Shoot.
Never long white ones, just long black ones?
Nah, because long black ones look a little funny to me. Now, even when
I'm gonna keep it real. I never liked black socks, real talk. It sounds racist as hell, but I'm not. I swear to God.
I feel you though.
I used to always get on my cousin because I just felt like they was church socks. I'm like, nah, bro, take them socks off. Nah, you ain't take them church socks.
You playing ball in church socks, bro?
Be sliding around in your shoes and stuff. Like, nah,
exactly, man. Exactly. Even when I was playing ball in junior and JC, man, I mean, I didn't wear the pants all the way to the bottom to my shoes. I would always wear the long socks and cuff my pants over them.
Yeah.
And then like, well, why you do that, bro? I'm paying homage to the guys that Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, those people. It was a purpose behind it for me. Paying homage to those who came before. But the basketball stuff, that was just a force of habit for me.
Now the cuffing for me was practical because I used to hate my jeans scraping the ground and getting caught on my shoes, stuff like that.
And then all the little scrapes on it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, or like when you get you walk into a puddle and it gets the bottom of your pants like that. So
yeah, I don't like that at all. And
then sometimes it just looks good with the contrast from the cuff. You know what I'm saying? From your actual jeans to the so I do stuff like that, but.
That's true. So I mean, when is clothing line coming out, man? I mean, I might want to cop some merch.
I've been talking to my cousin. I already have merch, but I mean, it's not the official stuff as what I was talking about. The PTG thing is more or less just TuneLeef merch. But the clothing line, I had made a song literally to bring it out, and then my cousin lost his computer or something crazy. So like I've been trying to get the song back, but in the meantime, I just been trying to find people to work with to actually make the clothing line, which is probably gonna end up being my mother-in-law because my girl's mother, they have their own business already called Love Yourself, and they basically do anything, pillows, towels, hats, shirts, whatever you need. Like they can print stuff on whatever, what do you call it? Print,
screen print.
Yeah. Press print, and they can do it's not crochet, it's the other thing I'm thinking about.
Oh, using a Cricut?
Kind of
like screen print.
Yeah, screen printing, and there's one other one that they do too. It's with the needle. I can't think of the name right now.
Not crocheting.
Yeah, not crocheting.
I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Though. So they do all that. So she's actually the one that does my shirts. Her mother actually just made a pillow for me, a TuneLeef pillow.
That's what's
pretty dope. It's pretty dope. And then I'm actually gonna start working on hoodies and stuff like that. But I do sneakers also. I work with Live Shoes, which is a company out in Italy, and I started my own brand, so it's called Tutz, TUTZ.
Okay.
So yeah, if you go, if you look up the TUTZs on Live Shoes, they should pop up. They're on my page and everything on my Facebook and my IG too. But I made those around the time I did the half and half mixtape. And
Really?
the first two pair I made were actually the colorways were made from the cover of the CD. So had to do those, and then I actually have a pair of ladies high heels also too.
Oh snap! So you already got some shoes. You already got shoes out.
Yeah, yeah. If you go online, you can check them out. They're on a lot of shoes. Just TUTZ.
I'm already there. Taking a look at them right now. Oh, okay. That now I'm already looking at these is hot, bro.
Oh, there you go.
These are, yeah, I got these is hot. I'm like,
Had disappeared for a second.
These is hot. I love these, man. Okay, yeah, we gonna have to go out to get those, boss.
Yeah,
go out to get those.
It had disappeared for a second.
Oh, my bad. Go out to get those, boss.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I actually got to wear them because I don't have a pair myself yet. I'm actually gonna buy a pair. But my stepfather, he bought a pair, and he let me use his pair to wear when I went out to Maryland and we did the Wu-Tang show with Capadonna. So I got to rock them out there. They were dope.
Oh, I think that's what you're gonna be doing tonight, right? Woo Wednesdays.
Yeah, I'm actually about to go in as soon as I get off with you because I think Black was trying to call me to tell me to come in. I don't know.
But, no. We finna wrap it. We finna wrap this right now, man. So that way I ain't gonna hold you, boss, man. But I do want you to give everybody the opportunity to let everybody know who you are, where you. Oh, did I lose you?
Oh no, I'm here.
So I want you to give everybody the opportunity to let everybody know who you are, what you got going on, or better yet, when your EP is going to be released, and where we can find that EP once it's released, and where they can find you on social media. So you got the floor, man. Shameless plug, boss.
All right, it's your boy TuneLeef, Blacklist page label. You can find me pretty much anywhere on any social media outlet. My name is TuneLeef, all one word, TuneLeef Da Rambler. But once you put in TuneLeef, it's gonna pop up because I'm the only one there is. But yeah, my EP is Tell Like It Is. It'll be dropping in March, probably March 18th. My birthday's on the 17th, so we're gonna try and do it for a birthday party type of deal. And you can find that on anything, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get music at, you can find it. So yeah, definitely. I'm from 413 Springfield, Mass. You already know. Holla at your boy, man.
That's what's up, man. So hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and countrymen, I want to first and foremost, I want to introduce to our listening and viewing audience, man. TuneLeef Da Rambler, Tell It Like It Is. It's gonna be out soon, so it's gonna be either March 17th or March 18th. Once that comes out, man, go get that on any streaming platform, all streaming platforms, wherever you listen to your music at, and make sure y'all go check out TUTZ, man. TUTZ, I'm sorry, on a liveshoot.com, bro.
Baby,
man, go check them out. Check them out, man. There's some nice shoes. There's some fire shoes, man. Go check them out, man. So
especially the high heels for the ladies, man. Them joints is fire.
Oh yeah. Nice shoes for the guys, and some nice high heels for the ladies, man. Fire looking shoes, man. Go check this guy out, man. And if you are in the Springfield area right now, Woo Wednesdays is going down right now. So you guys go check it out now. Is there a mission to get in?
I think it's $5 to get in. Something like
$5 to get in now. With $5 to get in, go check it out, man. It's always gonna be some fire artists in the building. TuneLeef Da Rambler is gonna be one of them. Gonna be performing some songs. Page the label is gonna be in full effect in the building. So you guys make sure you guys check them out, man. And again, first and foremost, brother TuneLeef, I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out of a Wednesday night to come holler at me, man, before your show, man. I appreciate it so very much, man. I'm in awe, man. I'm in awe of you, bro. Most definitely, man. Keep pushing forward, man. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be in that corner, man, supporting. So if there's anything that I can do as a podcast host or as a podcaster, anything I can do to support you or push you forward or even push the label forward, man, just let me know. And most definitely I got you.
Definitely. We're gonna talk again soon, for real.
For sure. Yo, man, again, man, I want to thank my guest this evening, Mr. TuneLeef Da Rambler. Again, tell it like it is. It's going to be available really, really soon. So once it comes out, go get it on all streaming platforms. Check out his TUTZ line, shoe line on aliveshoes.com. High heels for the ladies, nice fresh kicks for the guys, man. Also, you know, Pretty Thug Gear is coming at a date to be determined.
Yeah.
So you guys keep your eyes and ears on the ground for that, man. But in the meantime, make sure if you guys are in the Springfield area or wherever you are, if you listen to me, if you're in the Springfield area, man, look, I can't stress this enough, and I'm gonna repeat it. Good artists, good labels are hard to come by. You know, cats that can bring it, cats that are, you know, not only can they bring it, but they're also real humble. They're also very humble and very down to earth. This cat right here, man, can bring it, and he's down to earth and humble, but also just a positive and refreshing spirit, man. So your positive energy, your positive outlook on things is something that I know me personally, I have excuse me, I have to aspire to, because someone that's always positive, they look up at the sun and say, "Hello, son," on a daily basis, regardless of the shit he's going through. That is a truly positive person, and you've actually inspired me to be a much more positive person. So thank you for that.
You got it, bro. You got to, man. Don't let the negative outweigh the positive, man.
For sure. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna let you go do what you got to do to go rip up that stage, because I know Black probably finna call you again. Yo, I appreciate. I'm gonna let you get to it, man. But I thank you for coming on, man. You, my brother, you better, go tear up that stage, man, and you have a great evening, man.
You too, man. I appreciate you for real, bro.
No problem, man. Have a great one, bro.
All right, take it easy.
Yes, sir. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, that was TuneLeef Da Rambler. Yo, straight out from the 413 Springfield, Massachusetts. Again, go pick up when the album gets dropped, March 17th or March 18th. Tell It Like It Is by TuneLeef Da Rambler on all streaming platforms. Go get it. Check out his TUTZ line, shoe line on aliveshoes.com. High heels for the girls. Nice shoes for the guys. Go check that out, man. And he is that good. He's a positive brother, man. I'm in awe of the way of his outlook on life and his outlook on how things are for him, how things go for him. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this episode of Trailblazers with me, your host, Frederick Beatty. And as I always like to say, the three things that I always want to say to everybody. Number one, take care of each other. Number two, love on each other. Last but not leastly, number three, it's a crazy, crazy, crazy world out here. So I want y'all to always, excuse me, be safe out here. Please be safe out here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. I can't say enough good words. I can't say enough good words about our listeners and our viewers. You guys are what make us roll. You guys are what make us roll. You guys are what you guys are the driving force for us to come up here every Monday, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Friday nights to do what we do for you. And we do it for you guys. We do it for you guys, but we also do it. We also have to give honor and thanks to God, because without him, this is not possible. Not possible. So with that being said, man, I want y'all to continue to follow us on our social media platforms. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Patreon page coming soon. More deets with that to follow, and continue to follow our hosts, man. You Miss Bobby, Coco Fenton, Quint Jones, Terrence Jackson. Continue to follow each of our podcasts. My Life Has Destiny podcast, The Takeover with Bobby, The Author's Alley with me, your host, with me. And there's going to be a whole lot of things that we got going on down the pike. So make sure you guys keep your eyes and ears to the ground on that. So with that being said, guys, this is going to conclude this episode of Trailblazers with me, your host, Frederick Beatty. As always, we love you guys to life. There is nothing you guys can do about that. So with that being said, I'm gonna take y'all home. We're gonna take y'all home with a commercial for Bobby Takes Over. See y'all in the next one. Join Bobby for The Takeover every Tuesday night as she tackles tough subjects with her trademark humor and wit. We guarantee you'll be educated, edified, and also entertained. So join us at 8 p.m. every Tuesday night right here on Trailblazerz Radio.